Hey there, Wargamers. This is Justin, aka Jstncloud, for those of you that have actually looked at my YouTube screen name, and this is my second installment in my YouTube series, Tactical Tuesdays. This week I'm actually attempting to do something with tactics and not just rambling, and I do apologize for any concerns that may arise with the video that could have been edited. My computer is showing its age, and unfortunately 15 to 20 minute video is going to take about 30 to 36 hours to encode, and that's ridiculous. So anyways, into the topic today and that I wanted to go over. In front of you, or on the video, you can actually see some Tau and Ultramarine models. These are my personal models, though you may have seen some of these on the Brush for Hire page if you guys follow them. This is my Contemptor. I've nicknamed him Big Blue, and beside him my Crisis Suit Commander and some Tau Fire Warriors. Now, you may be asking yourself, why do I have Ultramarines and Tau sitting here? Well, in the current rulebook, the Codex Marines and the Tau are battle brothers. As much sense as that makes, they are. And I hear a lot of people that talk about allies, and it's usually Necrons and Grey Knights, or Necrons and Orcs, or something like that. And no one really talks about Codex Marines, and with the power creep, they're just not a very powerful Codex anymore. But for Tau, considering the stuff that you can bring in as allies, just with the ally rule, you have the 1 HQ, the 2 troops, 1 fast attack, 1 heavy, and 1 elite. Depending on what you would consider bringing in with the Tau as allies, you can bring in some powerful stuff with Codex Marines that really fill a void in the Tau army. For example, this librarian right here. Just bring it closer. The Tau don't have any psychic powers, and yeah, you could bring in Eldar to fill that void, but you have guaranteed powers from the Codex Marine book currently that you can select, whether it be the invuln save or teleporting or whatnot, or you can just roll on the psychic powers from the book. That fills a void that the Tau don't currently have. In addition to that, you can also attach battle brothers to squads. You can't get in each other's transports, but you can attach. Well, currently the Tau are really good at having gun lines, so you can put this librarian with the gun line and have him sit back there casting powers and buffing the unit or offensively attacking enemy units. But the key that a lot of players I feel have overlooked is the universal special rule, and they should know no fear. Not every model in a unit has to have that rule. As you're looking at these Marines, and pretty much all Marines that are Loyalist Marines anyway, all have "and they should know no fear." Well, what that means is you always get to roll to regroup, whether you're below 25% or not. You roll on standard leadership. Actually, they auto regroup. Excuse me. You can't be sweeping advanced. You fall back in if you're caught. And when you regroup, you move 3 inches, and you can then make a normal move. Shoot, assault, do your turn as normal. So just by attaching that one librarian right here, let's say he attaches to the squad right here, you force them to take a leadership test and they fall back. If they don't fall off the table, they're auto regrouping due to that librarian, and they can move and shoot as normal. And that is super powerful for Tau. And the fact that the Tau are pretty much auto dead in melee, having a unit there that can make them a slightly more tie-up unit, so to speak. If you get assaulted and you have the commander attached to your unit, you know that you're not going to get swept. They're just going to have to fully kill you. In addition to that, you have tactical Marines, as you can see back here. I didn't pull out a drop pod, but that's ideally how you would field these. Sergeant over here. And what you would do is you'd bring in drop pods as your allies. I would say minimum 3. So turn 1, you get 3 drop pods, or 2 of the 3 drop pods in due to the drop pod assault. And that fills a huge void in the Tau tactics right now. You have deep striking units. Granted, you have crisis suits and stealth suits and things of that nature. But you have units that can drop in your enemy's backfield, and they're reasonably tanky. I mean, they're 3-up armor saves, and if the enemy devotes the resources to taking down these tactical Marines back here, that's another turn of shooting for all of your fire warriors, all of your gun lines. And if you're fielding 3 drop pods like you should, that's 2 units in the enemy backfield, and it creates a sandwich. It's backward pressure on the enemy's field or deployment zone that buys your Tau some time. In addition to that, let's say for example you want to run Pedro Cantor, he makes Sternguard veterans scoring units. Well, you could bring in one tactical squad, one Sternguard squad, and Pedro Cantor, and you now have access to specialized ammunition with those Sternguard, and that is vicious. That is very vicious. And it's very awesome, and I feel like that is, until the 6th Ed Codex Marine book comes out, that is a valid tactic. Bring them in with the Tau. In addition to that, the Storm Talon, as much as I hate the model, it's cheap. You can bring it in as a fast attack choice. You're just over 100 points, I think it's around 130. You can also bring in a Predator. As you can see, that's back there. You can bring in a Predator. You know, minimum upgrades, Heavy Bolter, Storm Bolter, Autocannon, right around 100 points. Think 90 without extra armor, something like that. That and a Storm Talon, less than 300 points, and you've put 2 armor pieces on the field. One's a flyer, one's got 13 front armor, and it's just added DACA, as people on the internet would say, just more bullets to fire. In addition to that, if you didn't field the Predator or you had the points for allies, you could field a Land Raider. Now, anything but Necrons, and you know, armies have Meltas, but aside from Necrons, you're gonna have to use Meltas or Strength 10 if you're, you know, Tau or something, to take out the Land Raider. So by bringing in these allies, you open the door for high armor / cheap armor / mechanized units. And as you can see back here, I zoomed in earlier on Big Blue. If your play group allows, Forge World, this guy clocks in around 200 points, 13, 12, 11 armor, front, side, and rear. He's got the Karis assault cannons. Those are 6 shots each, 12 shots, ballistic skill 5. Bring him in. He's a heavy support choice for Codex Marines. Bring him in with your Tau. He's also got AA or Interceptor and Skyfire if he doesn't move. So if you get him upwards on the field at range 24, which is short, but if you get him upwards on the field, he's going to draw fire, and he's going to be able to shoot down flyers. And if he's not shooting at flyers, he lays down a lot of firepower. Strength 6, rending, 12 shots. Pretty awesome. So it's also a valid tactic. Just looking at this guy right here, I love the sculpt. I don't like the fine cast, but I thought the model was cool. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys some of the ideas that I've been throwing around in my head with the Tau in regards to potential allies, and I hope this has been some good fruit for thought. If you have any recommendations or critiques, or suggestions, or topics you'd like me to cover, please comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Also, if you're not familiar with Brush for Hire, there will be a link in the description. Please check us out. This is the company that I paint for. Austin over there is a pretty cool guy. We try and keep our YouTube updated. We're also affiliated with Mini War Gaming, so there's videos there as well. So thanks for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.